So, I feel like there was some code stuff I was planning on doing here. Where's my mouse? Oh. Something. Oh, that was weird. There we go. So notes, let's take a look. So there's bug switching modes with the S key. Can happen while showing a message. All right, so I want to know why GUI input wasn't reading the key and what else we can do to fix this. So what we're going to do is read the documentation. GUI input. Virtual method to be implemented by the user. Override this method to handle and accept inputs on UI elements. Also, sorry, I got to do an ad here on Twitch. I'm just going to do some reading and catching up. I see. I see. So, very likely the reason this isn't working is because GUI input only works on controls. Silly me. Why is my screen frozen? Why? I'm not even running OBS on the same computer. I don't know why that happens. Okay, but that's probably the reason. Because when you look at shop screen, what type of node is shop screen? Oh, shop screen is a control. Hello, shop screen is a control. And let's take a look where GUI input is. It's on shop screen. I want to change my shortcut keys here. Kinda? I don't know. Whatever. Let's just leave it like this for now. Okay, so it activates... No, hold on. I don't think GUI input fires for keys at all. Wait, what? I'm confused. I'm confused because my notification is using GUI input. Is it not? Yeah. Notification is using GUI input. Control, focus. Ah, focus mode none. Is that why? Okay, so the problem is it only happens when it has focus. And if the buttons have focus, it will not have focus. So we don't want GUI event. And the problem with this is that I think our button eats the event, right? Which is a signal, which uses a pressed. So I guess we kind of want regular input here. Now, I guess technically, so this is mode. But I guess technically, there should be another state. Right? Because I can do two things here. I can add a boolean, which adds more state but doesn't add it to the enum. And then we can say, hey, you know, if we're displaying a message, then don't process this. Oh, actually, hold on. Hold on. That's not a bad idea either. Show message. Is that not the name of the function? You know, that's it. Set process false. But then the problem is we need a way to return from where we were in order to oops. We need a way to return from where we were in order to set processing back again. So show message sort of needs a callback. Which we could set. I could do one of two things. I could pass a callback to it and add that to the commit message. Hold on. Or I can have a separate message, a separate signal that we emit after showing a message. So the way that would look, let's try that first. Show message and then call back. Like this, and then we would pass in like this. It's kind of a witty way to do it. Oh, cannot resolve external class member show message. Why not? Oh, my headset died. Oh, sick. Why's my headset not starting? Did I put the same one back in? Or is my battery finally dead completely? That would be terrible. Probably just put the wrong one in. Yeah. Yep. Happens. So I thought I could be smart and sneaky and send a callback in like this. I'm pretty sure. Oh, type callback. Did not find any current scope. Oh, what's the callback? Twink. Oh, method. So this is a method. Callable. Sorry, not callback. Callable is the type, and that should fix this. And then show message. You go here. And then done, right? We're setting state to done. So switch state. When state becomes done. Oh, that's kind of an issue. Well, oops. I did the opposite of what I meant to do. Callback, callable. Oh. Callback equals callback. Then when we're done here, we say Now, what can possibly go wrong with this? Also, it doesn't seem to like this. Cannot be assigned to variable type callable. How do you unset a callable? Okay, so that might be also an issue. It's probably better to just use signals to send back. It's probably just better to use signals. I originally thought, yeah, let's do that, because that'll reduce the state of this class. Originally, I was thinking it would be a little bit stylish to do this. You also kind of have to, as I'm saying that, you also kind of have to watch out for stylish, because stylish is very stylish here. That we can just say, hey, wire this back up to set process, which we can still do in a different way, right? I'm going to say signal, message, dismissed. The reason why it's a little bit dangerous when you're thinking about stylishly doing something is that oftentimes what you're doing looks cool but doesn't make sense. But that's fine. Signal bus dot message dismissed. Is control enter not my autocomplete? Whatever. Oh, these are text matches. Oh, even that's a text match. Weird. Whatever. See, even this, these both are message related, and they could literally just live here. Then the problem is you have to get a reference to the notification class somehow. Right? Which is a little meh. Unless notification was like a singleton. Right? If notification was a singleton, then we would just have this show message, call it directly on here, and then message dismissed would be a signal. So that's fine. And so let's go here for now. Again, I'm gonna chart everything after this. So we're gonna do that today. Right, and then we're gonna signal bus dot message dismissed. I don't think my completion's working. Dot connect set process dot bind. True. See, there's the style. It's over here instead of over there. It's a little bit disconnected when we use signals because we're doing it in a different spot. So that's okay. See if that works. Uh-oh, I broke something else somehow. I think it's because I'm overwriting input now. Is that a change here? I think so, right? It was processed before. So despite this kind of being UI code, I'm going to change this back to process. I don't understand actually why input would break anything here. Let's check again. Okay, so mouse is working fine. This did nothing. Ooh, what is that? That's interesting. Bad window, invalid parameter. Hmm. So, yeah, that is weird because set process false means that input shouldn't be processed here. Oh, gosh darn it. Because that's not the same thing. Is there process input? Set process input. There we go. Don't know why my keyboard stuff's broken now. And it's still doesn't work. Okay, so hold on. Let's go look at the diff here. Oh, focus mode. Sorry, I forgot I changed that. That's why that's being weird, I think. I think that's fine. Yeah. So that fixes the weirdness of this not working. Nice. Hmm. Oh. Okay, I did it when it's on done, but the problem is done means done typing. It doesn't mean dismissed. So we need to change it to ready. We need to change it on ready. Yeah, when we hide. Yeah, done is a little bit confusing, isn't it? Like, it should be... Maybe it should be like ready typing, done typing. Or is typing, done typing. Because that's why it's a little confusing. Like this state, this ready state should maybe be dismissed state, right? Because that makes more sense when you're reading the code to say, hey, when it's dismissed, hide. Instead of saying, hey, when it's ready, hide it. Right? Like it's a little bit weird. Like it is ready when it's hidden, but when you're reading the code and you're thinking, I'm switching to the ready state, you're like, why am I hiding it when I'm switching to the ready state? Yes. Okay, that fixes that. Okay, so that bug is fixed. So the problem was GUI won't work unless we GUI doesn't work unless our control has focus, and our control sort of has focus, but the children have focus is the problem. Which we could probably actually, the other way to fix that, right? So here's the problem: is that the state switching is up here in shop screen that flips between here and here. But maybe a better way to have done that would be, I did it in the parent because the parent has access to both children, the left side over here and the right side over here. So if I hit run, right, the shop screen parent, this parent, has access to this and this because they're children. And so I can switch back and forth. However, the other way to do this without even having states to begin with, a no state machine, would be simply have two separate functions that take the switch key. So this thing, when you press the switch key, would go back up to the parent through a signal, and the parent would say, okay, focus this one, and then this one would say, focus that one. And then the parent wouldn't need focus. But this is fine. Yeah, this is fine. I think this makes more sense because it decouples that switching between those two things. Because the way I have it now, this inventory thing that appears over here right now is kind of decoupled in the sense that it has no idea about switching. And so it doesn't worry about that. So what I'm going to do here is commit these changes. Notification, shop screen, prevent switching shop modes when a message is displayed. Actually, cannot dismiss notification when switching shop modes. That's really what it's fixing. That's the bug that it's fixing, is that you can't dismiss it. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go here and we're going to rename this because this makes no friggin' sense. Dismissed. Dismissed typing and done. I kind of want to name done to done typing. Done typing or show all. Or wait for input. I'm trying to think of what a better name for this state would be. Typing and done typing. I think that makes sense. And then dismissed. What's the way? There's a way to... I'll look it up in a bit. But we'll use that for now. State dismissed. clean up namespace for clarity on what switching to that state will do. Cool. Cool. I will be right back, and then we'll do our charting here. I just need a quick bio break. Where's my... Make sure everything here is set up right real quick. Okay. I will be right back. Why does it say bitrate? Is that too high? What's the max? Unstable. Hmm. What's Twitch max bitrate? I thought it was 6K. It's 6K. Maybe I should lower it just in case. Twitch bitrate graph red. Let's just see what happens. Blocked by network security. Okay, there we go. Hmm. Hmm. I don't know. Let's see. Typically indicates that your bit rate is exceeding thresholds that Twitch considers optimal for stability, even if your stream appears smooth to viewers. The official recommended bitrate and exceeding this value can trigger a red status. Some streamers have found setting the bitrate slightly below, like 5900, resolves the red indicator, even though the actual average bitrate may still be close to 6000. That was maybe due to short-term spikes or bursts above the threshold, which the graph captures in real time. I see. But let me check Twitch real fast and just see that I do have a bitrate selector. Quality auto. Oh, what? I don't. Wait a minute. Why? Quality auto. That's weird. The whole reason I'm using Restream is so that it will give me quality selection. What? Is Restream not doing its job? Restream not transcoding. Especially if you exceed recommended bitrate limits such as 6000. Restream itself does not modify incoming streams. The stream quality you send is what the platforms receive. Huh. Well, I'm gonna lower the bitrate a little bit then. Oh yeah, it is going like way above the threshold. I'll see if that helps my bitrate graph when I get back. I also don't know why Restream's not giving me the features that I wanted. I'll have to look into that. That was kind of one of the reasons why I was using it. I don't know, I'll check it when I get back. Actually, I'm going to lower the bitrate a little bit more, because I probably won't notice that much of a difference anyways. I'll go to 5500 to make sure it safely stays in that under 6K range. See if that helps. Pre-roll's off for 30 minutes. I'm going to play an ad and we're going to do a quick bio break. I will be back in a few minutes. Okay, wait, how come I can't hear anything? Is my headset dead? Wait. Is my battery dead for real? I thought that the battery was 100% charged. Oh, maybe I turned it off? That's weird. Anyways. We're back. So that's all good. Let's go now and chart our journey here. Let's throw this over to desktop 4. That's not what we wanted to do. Oh. Wait, how does that? Oh, because I hit the wrong button. Interesting. Oh, this. Oh, this. Oh, I like this. Oh, I like this a lot. Okay. So, why doesn't GUI input read the key? Let's write the answer. Right, rather the chicken cross the road. We want to know the answer. GUI input is only read by control. Our class, I'll just say shop screen is a control, but focus mode equals none. To add on to this, shop screen loses focus when item button grabs it and GUI input is not called. How else can we fix it? Use input and set process input. Chart the new class structure. Let's go and do that. Shop screen class structure. .xcalidraw. Open in a new tab. That's not what we wanted. Oh, great. I just created that too by opening it. Okay, let's go here. Let's delete this. Oh, because, huh? I did it backwards. Yeah, I did it backwards. EF pipe. I'm gonna try to put it, but I already deleted it because I'm a dummy. The new class structure. Now when I hit this, it should open in Excalidraw. Nope. It didn't. Excalidraw. Why not? I don't know. Let's go here. I guess because it's missing the metadata, it needs to actually be an Excalidraw diagram. So whatever. So we'll do this. And I'll go here. I'll leave the date in shop screen class structure. Right? And I would love to make this split bigger, but apparently that's not how that works. Oh, whatever. Oh, I see. Take that out of full screen. Oh, I don't want that there. That was wild. No, you don't know what I want. There we go. Oops. Apparently you don't know what I want either. Oh, that makes it floating. You don't want it floating. Yeah, this shit still breaks. This shit breaks no matter what we do. Whatever, bruh. Come on. Awesome. Okay, what am I pressing here? L? What about H? Layout. Control Super H. Super H, decrease master width factor. Super L, increase master width factor. I don't know why it's not doing anything. Oh, because this is floating. I see. Let's just do that. So that floats it, but where did my other window just go? Oh, I accidentally put it over here. And I hit the wrong button again. There we go. Okay. We'll just work with it half screen like this. And that should help us out. So, let's see, globals, resources. Well, yeah, shops, items. Because we'll need these also at some point. Oh, the other thing I didn't do here was I didn't make this. Oh, that's going to be tricky. I didn't make this support multiple players, which is going to add some complexity because of that signal bus stuff that we're doing. It's going to make it, it's going to break things because when the signal bus emits, every other split in the screen is going to receive the same event. And so in that particular case, it would make sense to make it more tightly coupled. Yeah. And not use the signal bus. But let's do what I have here. And then we can talk about that. Okay, so we have shop screen. Shop screen. It's going to be tricky. Shop screen. And we have this panel container. What is this again? Oh, this is the notification. Which I should rename. I don't know if I use that anywhere. Probably in here. No, I don't. But if I did drop that here, I could wire that signal up directly and get rid of my signal bus, which I think is a better architecture for this. Let me try that real quick. This is going to be a notification, which I honestly don't know because this is part of the notification too. But maybe not. This is a notification, and then we can put the notification in whatever we want it to be in order to, what do you call, position it where we want. I think actually fine. Right. So let's go notification. Let's see if that breaks anything. No, because we weren't using it. Now, if I wanted to, let's go back here. And real quick, we're going to rewrite this signal bus. I'm going to delete these. Probably removing the signal bus again. And then we're going to say, actually, we got to find these first. Show message. Right, SIGBUS. This is a notification. And then the other one is in shop screen. Actually, I guess what we just do is delete those, and we just grab signal bus. Right, and that's how we're going to fix it. But it's just these two files, shop screen and notification. Right, and that should be easy. So what we're going to do is go back here to shop screen, and we're going to grab a reference to notification. Right, notification. Yeah, and it has notification as the class name, which is beautiful. Because now instead of signal bus, I can say oops, notification. And sorry, like this. And now that I've got this notification, show message, instead of using signals, I can make this public and call it directly. Using direct references to communicate down, and then using signals to communicate up the tree. Right? Sorry, where was that? Emit. Take that out. Just call that directly notification.showMessage. And then the other thing we got to fix is signal bus. Oops. Message dismissed is going to be notification.message dismissed connect. Right. And in this case, like there is an argument for, now that this is a regular function, there is an argument for saying, hey, let's pass a callback here so we don't have to do this. But I'm going to walk this through one step at a time. So now let's look signal bus. I think there's something else I'm missing. Message dismissed emit. Right here, this is going to be message dismissed emit. I think that should still work now. Nice. So let's commit all these changes. We're going to say notification, enhance, remove signal bus to allow multiple instances. Because it really wasn't needed. And then the other thing I'm going to do, instead of using this signal, let's take away this signal and between callback done typing. Maybe what we do is let me see what this does. Tween callback. I want to avoid. Can we add more than one? Creates and appends. Oh, sick. Creates and appends a callback tweener. Can be used to call an arbitrary method on in any object, right? So what I believe this to mean is that we can go here, show message, callback, callable. Have the same file open in both splits. Let's grab my notifications screen and then show message, and then give it a callback of set process input dot bind true, and then if callback tween dot tween callback because for some reason callable can't be null. And then I think this should also still work. Oh, sorry. Remove that. That's no longer needed. I thought it was Shift F8, or I can just hit close here. Oh. Message dismissed. Get rid of that. It's not working. That's the only downside here, is that this is not actually working. So how would we do this? Okay, so maybe the way to do this is to create another function. Call this finish typing. We can make this private. And what this is going to do is this is going to take the callback, callable, and we'll just pass it along. Say switch state, state.done typing, and then if callback, oh, yeah, no, that's right. We have to call dot call, or can we just do this? Yeah, that's right. So then we go here and we say finish typing dot bind callback. And I think that should work. Yeah. Uh-oh, we bugged it. Oh, because, yeah. No, that's right. Because switch state done typing, clean.kill. We don't want it to happen there. We want it to happen when we go to the dismissed state. Is the problem. So instead of callback, let's name this on dismissed. So we don't confuse ourselves. And yeah, that's a problem with this. So let's go back to this. And then what we have to do here is we have to store a reference to it. I don't like this. I don't like this. Yeah, we'll go back to the signal. The reason why we're not doing that is because I don't want to hold on to a callback in this class. That adds extra state that I don't want to manage, that is potentially dangerous. If that nils out, then it's going to error, and there's no way for us to nil it out. And, you know, I mean, I could check for nils, but there's no way for me to nil it out. And if we treat it like an optional parameter, we can't pass null and say we don't care about the callback. Yeah. I mean, we could, but again, it adds more state, and I'm just a little iffy about holding on to callables. It is more decoupled, but in this case, also being more decoupled is more tricky, right? Because we have to set up this connection on ready. We have to remember to set up this connection on ready, and then we have to, you know, it's in a different call site from where we're actually displaying the message, which is kind of a bummer. That's fine. Is what it is. And let me just double check this to make sure this is bulletproof. Yeah, that's good. So we'll just leave it like that. Okay, now that we've got that out of the way, let's throw this back to our notes. We'll chunk this down. Okay. So let's go through. We have our shop screen. And then I kind of need the hierarchy. What I really want is I want this to be split with this thing. But it's not throwing them in the same area for some reason. I mean, I guess this kind of works too. I can just zoom out a bunch, and we'll add the details after we get the structure in place. Move that there temporarily so I can see things better. Okay, so we have shop screen, we have shop inventory. So what does this have? Shop screen has 3 children, inventory, row, and notification. Oops. Shop inventory. Oh, sorry, it's only got 2 children. Messed that up. Shop inventory. Oh wait, that's not true. Where's my player inventory? Yeah, sorry, that's in here. So there are 3 children. Shop inventory. I don't remember what I called this. Oh, inventory display. And we might come up with better names for these too as we go along here. And notification. And then shop inventory has they're not children. So we're gonna unlink them. I want to squeeze them closer together. Where's my where's my distribute button? Oh, there we go. This is gonna be item button. All right, it's gonna be the same thing for this. I'm not sure if it's gonna know what I mean when I say this. Nope. What I would have to do is group both of these like this, and then do that. So that's kind of the hierarchy. Oh, shop inventory. Wait, hold on. Shop. That's not the whole hierarchy. I forgot here. We have player state and shop also on shop screen. Which I would kind of have liked those to be on the same side. Which is fine. We can just do that. Player state. And shop. Oh, you know what it is? I'm gonna take out these buttons. I mean, it's true, yes, that these exist here. But I don't know if that's important to us in the grand scheme of things. Yeah, we could just do that to reposition it. Right, then player state. Player state has inventory and wallet. There is a way. Yeah. I don't know how to get there though. Whatever. Inventory and wallet. And then shop. We go back. Oh, player state. Yeah, sorry. It also has stats, which is really unrelated to the whole shopping aspect, but it's there. Okay, and then we have shop. Right here, which just has inventory, which is an array of item data. Okay, nice. So shop screen encapsulates shopping experience for a single player. Manages player stats, inventory, and wallet. Now shop inherits resource. It's also important to know. Wallet also inherits resource. Player stats might be a resource? No. I don't think it is. Player stats is just a dictionary. It's not a class, I should say player stats. Is a dictionary. Of string to integer, I think, or enum to integer. Yeah, stat to integer. And we can make a thing here. Stat is an enum. Alright. And our values are like strength, speed, HP. Yeah, health, strength, speed. um, right, the shop. Let's go back to here. Finds items available. I mean, I can make more space and put it to the side. Might be a better thing to do. Just to make everything consistent. And then what we can do is drop this to the next line. Oh, shop inventory. What does shop inventory do? As item row. Oh, and an inventory. I see. So let me go back here real quick. So when I go here, my shop screen does have an inventory. Oh, it passes it to... Yes, it owns the inventory. But it passes that inventory down to the shop inventory. Shop inventory is just a UI component. Huh? Owned by shop screen. So, oh, this is an interesting bug that I keep running into. Okay. Shop inventory is really just a UI component. UI component. Wires up. Wires up inventory to display. Wires up buttons to purchase. Right, so for every button, item selected, item pressed. Oh, and then shop inventory has another child called item row. Let's do I think that's good. Item row displays a single, UI component displays a single item's name and price. And I might be writing down too much information here, but we'll take a couple passes at this and we'll kind of filter out the information that we don't need at some point. Wallet manages money. Inventory. Players owned items. Players stats can be modified by items. All right. Owned by shop screen. Passed into shop inventory. Right? Is that how that works? Or did I just duplicate this actually? Shop is actually unused here. So that is actually not true. So we may have found our first thing. Like, it makes sense for this to own this and pass it down here. However, that's not how this works right now. After I wire up all the signals, we'll see if it makes sense to just delete this or not. Because I could go here. I think what this is saying, from my diagram, I can go here and I can take my shop, my basic shop. I can just get rid of that, right? And it'll still show stuff. I'm not using it anywhere. Yeah, it's not being used. Which means I can totally delete that. But if I put this in my game, can I delete that? Because right now shop inventory owns its own inventory. But in reality, when I show a shop screen, how is this inventory going to get populated? I don't know. On the other hand, if I show the shop screen, it probably doesn't need that reference. I can probably delete that. Let me just, again, I'm going to finish my chart and then we're going to go through and start deleting things we don't need and then update the code. Okay, so what am I looking at now? This is shop screen. Oh, and it has states and results. Possibly unneeded. I'll put in here because this thing looks like it's here. I don't think we need it in the other spot. Shop inventory owns its own shop now. So that's actually something else we have to add as another child here. Oops. Probably makes sense to get rid of this here and just let shop inventory manage it. And then when we show the shop, we would pass the shop resource when we show shop, basically. And that's how a shop would get populated on the shop inventory. This is responsible for shows messages, shows error messages in shop, basically. Then there's number 2, 1, UI component control. Might need a better way to draw this. This is very wide. On the other hand, screens are generally wider than they are tall, so maybe I have the right idea by drawing it this way. Although scrolling left to right is annoying. So maybe it's better to draw it, like transpose it. Put this on the left side and all of these kind of go up and down. I don't know, whatever. Inventory display. UI component. Control. Shows players items. Allows us to select and act on items. For the shop, that means sell. In other contexts, not necessarily. So in shop inventory here, let's grab this. Hide that over a bit. In the shop inventory context, the other thing I could do is I could make it like a blob where things go in all directions instead of going like linearly. Might make more sense. Like a little bit harder to read, but might make a bit better use of space. Like I could throw this section up here, this section up here, and then we squish everything in more. But let's just get the information down and then we'll sort it. Right, shop inventory. I might want these buttons to be on the side here too. But in any case, instead of drawing, I should draw you know, a signal from each individual item up, but instead of doing that, I am going to just draw one signal. It's a little bit misleading, but I feel like it's a better way to do this. Right, and this is going to be what? Item selected, and then there should be another one for might be a better way to draw these, I don't know. Oh, now it won't go to the right. That's a crazy bug. Oh, it won't go to the right or to the left. Oh, there we go. Like, now I'm really in a pickle. That's good. And then what I'll do here is grab these. Oops, I thought I had that also. I guess not. Yeah, see if I get rid of this, it'll make space in my diagram too. A lot of good reasons to delete this. I mean, technically, should be like that. I could just do it like this. Alright, because these are two signals that are being sent. Oh, I can also do that. That's kind of cool. So I can connect them. I think I can connect them to the same spot, right? I can just change their sizes like this. So this will be item selected. This will be item pressed. We can color code those also so they make more sense probably. That's from shop inventory. Shop item selected. Item pressed. Oh. What I should do here is actually a better idea. I'm gonna call them slots. And I think this will make it a little bit easier to see what's going on. Let's make some space here. Right, slots, and I'll put oh, it's actually a signal. Wait, hold on. It's a signal to attempt purchase. Oh, that's being emitted from shop inventory. Okay, well, shop item selected. Ah, so this actually gets wired up to set item data, which we can actually just hook up directly. I could delete this because it's not really being used anywhere else. And I can just say Oh, I can't hook it up directly because why? No, we can. It literally takes the same parameter, so I can say item row dot set item data. We can get rid of that, and that should work the same. Let's test that to make sure that works. Yeah, that works. Oh, it doesn't work over here, right? Because we didn't wire that one up. This one's wired up. That's fine. But that's just gonna be how that works because that's a shop inventory. That's only controlling that half of the screen. So that's fine. So we're gonna do that. And we're gonna say item row set data. So that actually changes our graph. This item selected doesn't go up here. It never went up there. That goes to item row. Item selected. Item pressed. So what I should actually do here, item pressed actually goes to here. Let me delete this line, it's messy. All right, so this is item pressed. And then, oh, excuse me. Item pressed gets connected to attempt purchase. So actually this should go to attempt purchase. Oh yeah, that belongs to shop inventory. Maybe I make it smaller. Maybe we can use a different shape for signal. Yeah, I like that. Use a different shape for signal. Or maybe to make this more clean. Let's say shop inventory dot attempt purchase. All right, I only got these 3 shapes to work with. No, the shape change didn't go to the undo. That's okay. This text is too big for some reason. Item pressed. Right, and then this goes to attempt purchase. Shop screen, attempt purchase, on attempt purchase. Which I could put here. does kind of make sense to be up here. Then we would flip these arrows. All right. What other signals do I have on shop screen? Item selected. So that goes here. Item selected also goes on item button selected. On item button selected. Which just changes the mode. Changes mode from sell to buy. So maybe to make this less hairy, I should plug this into a different node. And say item selected. And this one is gonna come out from here. I don't know why it's like that. And this one's also gonna come from here. We can take the names off of these now. This gets converted into attempt purchase. That goes up here. Very confusing stuff. Item selected over here does nothing, I'm pretty sure. Let's look at inventory display and look at the signals here. Yeah, item pressed is the only thing that we connect here. We we connect item pressed to sell item of the inventory display. So we're gonna put a sell item. Set that up here. This is gonna be item pressed. The sell item. And that's going to emit to the shop screen. Well, the shop screen is going to get shop screen. I think I can do this to switch buffers, right? Oh yeah, baby. Let's go. So here we have shop inventory attempt purchase. And where's sell? Sell item dot connect. Sell item. This is terrible. And then notification has some signals as well. It has a message dismissed, which is emitted when we press enter, which goes up to shop screen. My screen froze. There we go. Shop screen. No, sorry. Shop screen. Message dismissed. Set process input. Make a new one. Yeah, that's fine. And this has no signals. So let's take the stuff that has signals and move it. I think those are all the signals we have, basically. Let me commit this into my notes, and then I'm going to Am I working out of it from here? Where is this? I don't even know where this is. Oh. Or journal? Actually, I guess this could have gone with it. And then let's full screen this. I think this is done. And we'll full screen this and move stuff around to make it cleaner. Maybe I'll just group some stuff for now. This is kind of inconsequential to everything else that goes on. So is this. Can I change the... Nope. That's fine. Let me get this over here. make this a little bit larger. Oh, that's an eraser. That's cool. I didn't know that existed. Okay, so let's go make this large for XL. Because this is like the parent, right? Maybe this should just be, yeah, straight below. Or maybe we put this here. And we put this over here. These two things talk to each other quite a bit, I think. A little bit. This thing's kind of in Narnia doing its own thing. Oh, I forgot what notification is. Oh, dismissed. Why? No. Oh, now it's moving though. Oh, I know why. Okay. Because I moved this. This is gonna have to get bigger. Inventory display. Let's do this. Let's throw this over here. And this over here. And then we'll clean up these connections. Yeah, look at that. Sell item. Oh. Sell item, yeah, is related to this. So what I would like to do, in my head, what I'm visualizing, it's still a mess. In my head, what I'm thinking is, we go here, we say, sell goes over here. And then, sorry, I did that backwards. Buy goes over here. And sell goes over here. Baseline. Oops. Well, that also works. Buy and sell. And then the slots are over here, which is kind of a problem because everything connects to the slots. So what we should do with these slots is move them in the middle. Right? I'll just connect these to wherever is the cleanest to connect them from, maybe. I don't know. Sure, yeah, notification can go over here. There's an orphaned line over here. Item selected. Oh, this is supposed to go to set mode. I drew 4 item buttons here. I did the same thing over here. But I think it'll make this a lot cleaner if I reduce that number. This is unused. Notification. Let's get some better directionality here. Maybe this should come, this could come out the top, this could come out the side here. What looks cleaner? Maybe we do it like this, and then this line comes from here. Why is not everything moving? There we go. This text is too big. Basically buying and selling. I think I'm going to color code everything like that. All the buy stuff is going to be one color, and all the sell stuff is going to be another color. Maybe buy will make pink. G. Okay. Have to break this down. Oh. Oh, this was a mistake. These somehow, and I can't friggin' select them. These somehow got bundled over here where they're not supposed to be. These are all part of the buy scenario. Shop screen. Oh, this is just inheritance. We can make this a large. Same thing for this. Instead of popping it out here, let's pop it out the side. Actually, same thing over here. Why the heck not? And what I should probably do here is rearrange these nodes so that shop inventory is in the center. And then put all the other nodes to the side. And I'll do the same thing over here and make this large. It's probably going to be even larger than large. Maybe I'll make it XL. Make this one XL. Because once we get into these blobs, we're starting to lose sight of what the class is. I've been thinking about making a 2D game this year and was considering Godot for it. It would be just a personal fun project. I actually really appreciate a Godot for 2D, Ricardo. I've not done too much. I've been using Godot, I guess, for about a year now, and I've got about a year worth of using Unity. I haven't made many different games yet, but I did one 2D game that I'm still working on in Unity, and I have one 2D game that I'm still working on in Godot. And I feel like Godot is a little bit simpler. I think it's just simpler to work with in general. But I found it very, yeah, easy to work with. And it's like, it feels to me like I can still write code, which I enjoy. So it's still got like the programming aspect of things, but I can iterate much more quickly. And that's kind of my feelings on it for right now. Okay, so let's go here. I'm gonna break this group. Let's like 4 buttons is kind of redundant. Maybe even this many buttons is redundant. Maybe what I do is go like this. No, I guess 2 is fine. 2 is fine. 2 is not too many. My selection is bonked. I don't know why this happened. Let me see if I close it and reopen if that fixes it. Oh my days. I close it, but I don't know the name of the file. Shop screen design? Nope. Shop screen. Class structure. Nope. Shop screen. Class structure with a date. It's this one. I've been a professional programmer for about 10 years, but dropped video games as an interest since I was in college. But it is piquing my interest again. Yeah. Yeah, no, I feel you. Yeah, I've also got about 15 years experience programming, not doing game stuff. So game programming to me is new from like the past, I don't know, 2 or 3 years. I started, picking it up again. It was kind of the reason why I wanted to learn programming in the first place. And then I never got around to it. And now we have all these great game engines now. So I'm like, why not? And you can kind of pick your language. I'm using GD script in Godot, and I'm actually really enjoying it. It's like Python with, I don't know, it's Python with switch statements. That's like the simplest way I could put that. It's also got opt-in typing, which I think Python also has. I haven't used much of the typing in Python. I mostly use Python for like utility scripts. So the thought of making a whole game in it was a little bit scary because I don't like having very large Python projects. I feel like that can get messy very quickly. But yeah, the things I like about Godot, I do like GD script a lot. It's just quick and fast to write stuff in because I guess I use Vim and it feels lighter on my system, the game engine. Unity, and also it's DRM free. I'm going to call it, that's how I'm going to call it. I'm going to say that Godot is, in quotes, DRM free. And what I mean by that is when you open Godot, you just open Godot and you write code. You don't just write code. You do the game engine stuff with a clicking and dragging stuff. Same here, yeah. So you do the clicking and dragging stuff, like all the game engine-y things, right? But you can just write code and you don't need like an internet connection or anything. Unity has, licensing and it has activation servers. So when you start up Unity, you start up like a launcher for Unity and then it connects to check if your license is valid. And so that's why I'm calling it DRM, because if your connection's down, I don't know what happens, right? Trying to start Unity without internet connection. I'm assuming there's some kind of probably auth token that lasts a certain period of time, but you probably have to connect, every 24 hours or once every few days or whatever the, expiry is on that token. But that's kind of scary. I don't like apps that phone home and check to see if you can run the app. That's kind of scary to me. So, I like the open source nature of Godot, I guess is what I'm getting at, and how light it feels to run on my system. Unity, when I run Unity, it feels heavier on the system. From a language perspective, I like GDScript, I like C#. I prefer static typing in general, but I do think, especially for beginners in general, I feel like GDScript just kind of lowers the barrier to entry, which it seems great. You can just, people who don't know what they're doing at all can just jump right in. And then people who have experience with, statically typed languages, yeah, of course, it is a little bit frustrating sometimes, but it's great that, assuming that stuff, you can kind of work your way around. Yeah, the fact that Godot is open source is huge for me. Yeah, that's kind of, and I think that's what's pulling a lot of people into it, because Unity changed a lot of their licensing stuff over the past couple years. There were like a couple of scares, I guess, in the community that people didn't like. Oh, they're trying to make us pay and blah blah blah, whatever. I mean, if I was making enough money in Unity to pay the licensing fees, I probably wouldn't mind, because it's something you need to be making something like 100K a year, 100,000 US dollars per year, and then the cost of the engine I think is $100 a month, which I don't mind. But what I do mind is that they did change that at some point, whatever that threshold was, and maybe the amount of money that it was, I don't remember. But the fact that they can just change it and kind of pull the carpet under you at any time is a little bit scary. So, from that standpoint, it's a little scary. I haven't done much Unreal yet. I do want to try Unreal also. That's definitely going to be the most demanding on the system. Okay, so what sells, probably green makes sense for selling. Let's go here and select all the selling junk. Oops. Is there like a shortcut key to show this palette here? Oops. X. Green or sea green? Which kind of green you think goes better with our pink? Probably the sea green. Well, actually, X isn't really green either. Z is green. So this one, probably this one. Probably looks better with pink. I recall the problem was they tried to add a fee per game installation. That's right. Even if the person already purchased the game once, you needed to pay a fee per installation of that user. Yeah, that's right. That is right. So the fact that they can kind of do stuff like that is a little scary. Unreal doesn't do that. Unreal's thing was, I think they take a percentage of your, what do you call? Each purchase. They take like a shop fee, kind of like the app stores do. Okay, shop screen. Now shop screen. Oh, this is supposed to be white. See, it's already making more sense. I'm trying to diagram. So I'm making a class diagram, sort of this shop example that I was working on, how to create like a in-game shop, not like in-app purchases type thing, but like a, you know, game mechanic of like buying items with gold uh, to add into my game. I did it in a separate project here. If you want to see what I'm looking at, I'll just show you real quick. I'm diagramming it to just kind of get a better feel for what I've created here. How do I... Oh, that does work. It's incredibly laggy when I do that. Okay. Now this is a weird thing where it's not running the game. Oh, could not parse global class. Oh, no, no. Oh, you know why? I probably chonked something in here by mistake. Let's take a quick look. We can close that out. And what class was that? That was, oh, that was shop screen. Yeah, Unreal has better terms. I am friends with some guys who got a small grant from them. They made a game called Shovel Knight. Oh, that's cool. That's very cool. Wait, is Shovel Knight uh built in Unreal? I thought that was a Unity game. I do want to spend some time in Unreal as well, which I might have to make a point to do it this year. Why is it saying could not parse global notification? Oh, global notification. My desktop switching is slow as hell. Sorry, I must have screwed up something. Let's just look at the git status. Yeah, that would do it. Whoop. I hit the wrong button. You know, that's fine because is that fine? What did I do even? I probably stashed it. Yeah. Stash. Oh, I don't see it in here. I think I discarded all of my changes, which is fine. I don't really... It's fine. Yeah, it was Unreal. I didn't know that. That's actually pretty cool. I was a little bit scared. Like I want to make 3D games and I want to make 2D games because I like both. I'm not just like, oh no, just everything's got to be in 2D. I do want to do both, but Unreal seemed a little bit less tailored for 2D games, so it seemed like you're a little bit more on your own. So to kind of like ease me into game programming in general, I decided to go with Unity first and then Godot. I hear good stuff about Unreal, especially for non-programmers, since apparently you can do a lot with blueprints instead of touching code. That is the second reason why I've been avoiding Unreal for now, is that a lot of the Unreal courses that I've found and purchased even are like, oh, don't write any code and make games. I'm like, no, I want to make games and write code. Like I don't, and then, you know, Unreal is C++ too, which I do enjoy C++. I don't have a lot of professional experience with C++, but I have a couple hobby projects in C++. I'm not the best C++ programmer, but I do really enjoy C++. Okay, so now that we've got some colors here, I can kind of see where things are going a little bit easier. Oh, let's move this up. Yeah, that is just, it does not like this position. Oh, there we go. Hitting Command S to save the file apparently unlocks my cursor and fixes things. Who would have known? For 2D stuff, honestly, Game Maker is pretty good, specifically for prototyping and proof of concepts. Yeah. I haven't touched Game Maker. The name is a little bit too straightforward for me. It kind of scares me. But no, it's fair. People are making games in Game Maker and they're pretty good. There's that guy, Thor from Pirate Software. He Oh, this got disconnected. He uses Game Maker, I believe. And he's got pretty good traction on his Facebook and Twitch. Sorry, his social media, his Twitch and his YouTube channel have pretty good traction. So, you know, go a long way, right? I haven't tried it. I've tried like a long time ago RPG Maker when I was younger. Oh my god, RPG Maker was awesome. But I didn't like the way the battle system worked. So I was a little bit iffy on it because of that, because it's like and it's such a dumb thing to nitpick about. But what I didn't like about it then, and I think they still do this, what I don't like about it now, is when you get into a battle, you're like almost like first person perspective, looking out at like the enemies, and your characters don't appear anywhere on the screen. I like the kind of Final Fantasy style where your characters are on the side of the screen and you can like see them doing attack animations and stuff. He does use Game Maker. Hyper Light Drifter is also made with it. Oh, interesting. I know that game, but I haven't played it. Okay, so let's get some of these nodes moved around. Maybe if I put the class somewhere in the middle and then put everything like on this side to the right and then on the pink side to the left. So let's go like this. Yes, and we'll build this out to the side. Oh my god, it's gonna be so beautiful. Uh, is it? Maybe it's gonna be ugly. Hold on. Hold that thought. Inventory display. Okay, no. This is workable. How do I? Oh yeah, if you hold shift, it scales the text with it. Okay, and now I let go of shift. Lovely. Inventory display, and then we can connect this one to the side over here. Oh, there we go. Oh, look at this sexy diagram. Oh, and then the way we're going to fix this is we're going to plug this into the side, I guess. There's no directionality at all to this graph, and I apologize for that, but I'm trying to make everything so that the connections between them don't overlap. And so that's just kind of like a... What am I trying to say? This is kind of like a casualty of the whole thing. I think what I want to do, I want to put this in a group. Is there a way to make a frame? Well, I'll just go like this and like that. I'll just plug it. Well, I can't plug it into the frame. Doesn't like give me... It's like, I guess because it's a group, it's ignoring the... Yeah, that whole aspect of it. I guess I could put it in another... Whoa, rectangle. We don't want to fill it. What's this button again? Background B. S is for stroke. And then there's another button. There's another button for background. And I accidentally pressed it a bunch of times. Oh. Whoa. What is this? Oh, you can make a frame. F is for frame. Sick. Cool. Oh, look at that. Look at that. That's what I wanted. Exactly what I wanted. Okay. And then this could probably plug into the frame. Yes, it does. And then we can make this straight. Almost straight. No, stop moving. Snapping doesn't really... Yeah, oh, because it's snapping in a bad way. Oh, is it too close to... I don't know why. That's weird. That's weird. Don't do... Well, okay. It's going to be a little bit squiggly. Close enough. Close enough. Am I right? Move these a little bit to the left. We'll probably stack these like this one will go up here ish, somewhere up there. This will go somewhere over here, and this will go yeah, somewhere over here, and then this will go over here somewhere. Oh, these got lost. That's fine, we'll fix that later. And remind me that this is also kind of lost. Okay. And then we'll kind of, whoops, shift to make that bigger. Shop inventory. I can line it up with that if I want to. Then we can plug this into the bottom. Oh, I didn't show you the thing. I got distracted. Sorry. Is this compiling now? There we go. Oh, but the thing that also got stashed that I didn't want to have stashed is my project settings general scale. Set that back to 1. So this is the demo project I'm building. It's just like a scrap project. I'm gonna put this into my other game. It's like a in-game shop. And we're gonna like, oh, you can buy health potion, whatever, and then this pops up. And then I had to do like the showing the notifications, making things work from gamepad or keyboard input, selling items back, you know, using keyboard input to trigger this stuff, being able to go back and forth between the buy side over here and the sell side on the top right. So there's some interesting conundrums here that came up. Kind of like figuring out how communication works in all of this too is a bit funky. Okay, so I'm having a vision. These round guys, which represent signals, are going to go kind of in the middle. These other things are going to move further to the left. You can line them up over here. And then item row emits to this. Oh. Wait, this arrow goes in 2 different directions. Oh, because it doesn't, that's, okay, I got it. So this plugs to here. Let's make all the class lines. So all the ones that have arrows going in here, we will move them from the bottom to the left. This one is going to be the same way. Bottom, whoops, see daisy. Bottom to the left. And then I guess we'll plug them into the right side instead of the top. Oh, and then these, inventory is a child of this, so it should be this way, because now we change the direction of the graph. It goes left, right to left over here on the buy side. It goes right to left on the sell side. It goes left to right. Basically from the center out. These are 2 different signals that are overlapping. So we're gonna go like this, and we're gonna go, oh, item pressed goes to, oh, attempt purchase is where it's supposed to connect to. Uh-huh. And this one goes to item selected. So we're going to change the directionality of this to also plug into the left side. Uh-huh. I may have to color these lines differently. Oh. We can also sort these things a little bit better. How? Where is this coming from? This comes from shop inventory. Where's this coming from? Also shop inventory, right? Yes. So these go this way. Oh, item selected. Oh yeah, it goes to item row. Interesting. Ah, right. So that can stay where it was, but item row, this item selected, and pop it out the bottom here. Yeah, I'm thinking these lines need to be different colors. That's a good start. What I can do here, make these the same size. That's good. Signals. Can I make the size of that bigger? No. I don't think frames are supposed to be used for organization like what I'm doing here. But that's okay. Properties. Yeah, inventory display is much simpler. Shop inventory is a lot more complicated, and this frame is not helping. So what I'm going to do here is take these signals and make them a different color. Let's figure out what color looks good. Oh, and then this one, by the way, instead of coming out the top, can come out the right side. Oh, and these need to be moved over. That is the description for shop inventory. Maybe they just need to be in a different area altogether. Like this. That definitely helps the readability even without color. Yeah, I was trying to avoid overlapping lines because like this coming out of here is a little confusing. Like maybe I can take these lines and just darken them. Because these are the children. And let's do that universally to make it more understood. I feel like that's a lot easier to read, right? Maybe because this pink is so vibrant, make this pink even darker. That actually works pretty well. Then we can align this center and align this to the right. Maybe it does need to be cranked up a little bit. And these can just like come directly below here. Whoops. This guy lost his way somehow. I think that reads a lot easier. That reads way easier. I can also kind of color code these functions that are part of shop screen. Let's see if that makes any sense. And then we can take these and distribute them evenly. And since everything's left and right over here, let's also move this to the right side. And this can just come up. Well, that's a really weird place to write that. I'm going to delete the line and just redraw it. And I bet you it'll put the text somewhere else. Hey, how did I know? Okay, that's basically our class diagrams. We do have some other unrelated classes, so like that's a stat, and then we have item data. Did I ever make an item class? I don't remember. Right, because these are all item data. Sorry. I'm trying to find the script. Oh, because the script is just item data under scripts. Oh, there's other stuff that we're not even using here. Yeah, item data. Let's copy that. Item data. And player modifiers. Oh, that's normal. Should be like that. was the other one? Item data, player modifier is also a resource, I think. It is. Oops. Wait, when does this end? January. Oh, wait. 5 days. Might as well be January. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I'll probably get something else by then. Looking into picking up some retired hardware to do some home lab stuff. Don't have enough Linux machines in my place. Alright, so apply. And then player state. Oh, sorry. Right? Yeah. And this, let me go back to the other file real quick. Let's just massage this a bit so it reads easier. Over here. Oh my god, so much easier to look at, right? Oh, what I should also do... Yes. Nice. Right. So, not related, not strictly. Oh, that's actually a better word for this. Not strictly shop related. I mean, item data is, but the others are not. So maybe we move this over here and group these like this. Ooh. Oh, that's why. Yeah, so this shop resource here is unused. We can get rid of that, which is cool. It's a pretty good visual representation of what's going on. can move this a little bit closer. Yeah, this is actually a pretty dope diagram, in my own opinion. Self-proclaimed. Center this. I want to center this over the other thing. Let me grab this. Oh. Oh, I gotcha. Oh, let me break that apart. Probably better to shove this under here. Anything. Um, that's probably not. Oh, I see why I did that. Oh, that's interesting. It doesn't look. Oh, that's why this is probably all confused. Because I guess you're not allowed to make a frame outside of it. Maybe I won't use a frame for that then. And we'll just draw a regular rectangle. And maybe we'll just make it a white-ish color. Yeah, and then these. So that's another idea. I could put these like, I don't want to, I guess I don't want to put them directly underneath. Because then this line gets a little bit weird to read. Okay. Right, because if I make this line totally straight, okay. Interesting. So let's commit that. Oops. Right, and oh, yeah. Cool. Oh, I probably should have left that open so I could push it. Cool. Checkout is C. I want to pop. How do you pop? I don't know. We're just going to do git stash pop. Cool. Let me look at my notes now. Maybe simplify signals and class communication. So let's take a look at this and analyze things. I think this is actually not bad. It doesn't look as crazy because I didn't draw lines from each one of these buttons. But I don't think this is terrible. I don't think this is terrible communication at all. But we did find that we have this extra shop resource, so we can get rid of this. So, no. And what we're going to do is open up shop screen. And we're going to say shop. And we're going to delete that because I don't think it's used. Send this back to desktop 1. Why does it keep asking me if I really want to write stuff? Okay, we can full screen this sucker. Come back here. Everything should be in working order. Keyboard seems to work fine. Mouse seems to work fine. Very, very cool. And I think this is also pushed out, right? Nope. Let's push that. Shop screen, clean up, remove unused shop property. Shop can be set by parent in a show shop method. It does not need to be stored. I mean, I could put that in here actually in the description. Shop does not need to be stored. It can be passed to the child shop inventory through a show shop method. That's cool. Now push. I realized there was a lot of boring diagramming stuff. And we got rid of this. So what do I want to do for this? Like put a line through it or something. Deleted. Cool. Yeah, this is good. And we did simplify some stuff, right? But we did not. Yeah, we got rid of signal bus, which was good. We didn't actually need it. I do feel like signal bus is a little bit of a cop out. Oh, combine wallet with inventory. Right. I didn't I didn't draw the way wallet is involved in all of this. If I start adding those calls between player state and wallet, then we'll start getting more hairy with lines actually, which I should maybe do. But what time is it? I've been doing this for 3 hours? That's crazy. I mean, it is a very beautiful picture for 3 hours worth of work. Time is it? Okay, see if I can get some food, and I'm gonna take a break here. I'll probably be back on later. I don't know if I'll be doing a game stream on Twitch or more game dev on YouTube and Twitch, but feel free to tune in later. Thank you for watching, everybody, and we'll catch you next time. Peace.